right. Hi, everybody. We're back with a testimony from one of our programs in High Noon. And today we have an Ascent testimony from my friend Sam Colleter from France. Do you want to introduce yourself briefly?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Sam Colleter from France. I'm 32 years old. I'm blessed since 2010 with my Korean wife, Nayeon Lee, and I have one boy, 3 years old. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we know each other like a little bit, right? We met here and there in Europe events, one time in Africa volunteering for some summit. Yeah, but today you want to talk about your experience in the Ascent program. And so, first, I wanted to ask what inspired you to join? What was your reason for joining Ascent?
The main reason it was you, because I received a
Mm.
message from you and if I was interested in doing a high note group. So I did it once already in 2021, I think, something like that. And it was a great experience, 3 month period with at the end of it, my North Star goal was to have a child, and just at the end of it, I became a father. So that was a great experience for me. And yeah, during those 3 months, I received a lot already. I could achieve my goals, stay pure the whole 3 months. And when you contacted me, it was just before the opening of the Changwon, and I was a bit busy. Um, Not sure if I really wanted to commit, but it was like a call that just at this moment I received this message and I felt, yeah, that's a great moment to be again in this program and to start again this this opening with no shadows and to start a fresh new start in my relationship with heavenly parents, with true parents, and with my wife and family. So yeah, that was a great moment.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Wow. So then, how many children do you have now?
Just one, so it was quite a long journey to have him. In fact, so it took us 5 years before being able to receive this blessing. So just now, just one for the moment, but hoping to have another one soon.
Okay. Yeah, that's amazing that that was your North Star goal. And then that first group experience led you to becoming a father, right? Basically. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And so, yeah, you mentioned that now joining the second time, right? It was a bit hard to decide, but it was just before the opening of the Chonwongung, and it sounds like it was connected with a spiritual commitment, kind of going through purification or recommitting to your relationship to God and in your family. How where would you say where you at before joining? Like that's a process of recommitting. Um, how was sexual integrity and life kind of at the beginning of joining Ascend?
Um, so for me, it's been a long journey, but the more the year passed, the better it was. After the first ascent 2001, it helped me a lot and it was better, but I don't know when exactly, I don't remember, but I relapsed a bit with masturbation and pornography. And it was okay, so I have my up and downs. I can stay pure for a long time, but sometimes I relapse and it's a bit hard. Um, so it was, I mean, better than before, but not so great. And for me, that's one thing it's really important for me. I want to achieve in my life. It's sexual integrity. For I feel how much it's important for me to be as pure and open to Heavenly Parent and for all my relationships. It's even in my mind. Um, yeah, it's really important to to not have bad habits in life. And sexual integrity is maybe the number one purpose for me, really important. And there are other ones who are a bit related to self-centered desires. So the number one is to stop everything that concerns sexual integrity, so porn and masturbation. And the other ones, it's more about food, video gaming, and yeah, that's the two others. But yeah, for me in life, if we want to be able to inherit through parents' teaching, we have to be committed, and sexual integrity is really important. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. What were some challenges that came up for you, if there were challenges, as you went through the program again this time?
Um, Yeah, so it went quite smooth. So like the other time, so the 3 months I could stay pure with no masturbation and pornography. Um, but at the middle, maybe, yeah, I went through some challenges, especially at one point, and I realized it was because I was not attending visual prayers. So I like to do visual prayers, and at some point I because I was tired and yeah, not really wanting at this point. So I stopped and I was playing some video games also, and I felt um, yeah, I was felt weak a bit spiritually, and then I had more thoughts and I felt attacked spiritually. And pushing me to look, especially it was through Instagram. We can have some soft porn kind of videos, and I felt uh, yeah, bad thoughts. Just oh, you can look at it, and so I really felt at this moment, oh, what's happening? And I felt yeah, I need to be more strong. So I stopped video gaming, and I tried to do more focus on visual prayers and also prayer and hundoke. And then it went better. So yeah, that was the main challenge I felt. And but it was 2 days during 2 days, and I talked with the group and yeah, committing again. And through the lessons, it was perfectly fitting as well. We were talking about activities that doesn't help us. So yeah. Mm.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. It sounds like so the cycle went pretty well generally, right? It was in the spirit of recommitting to purity and then spirituality and living like an internally stronger life. And then it sounds like around the middle was like would you say like a turning point when you realized, okay, like more games, perhaps more distractions you noticed in your life and you felt like, well, you decided that you want to go a different direction and adjusted things.
Yes, yeah, yes, it was a turning point, and I felt another thing I really felt during this Ascend 3 month quarter. It was like last time I did one quarter and then having to be accountable to the group and to someone. It really works with me at least. I really feel I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to disappoint myself. And just having those conversations and meetings and talking about that, it's really giving me strength, and it really works for me. So I felt at least for some period I should do more ascent groups, so not just stopping after this one, but do another one. Um, yeah, I think it really helps me, and I figured it out for this second high noon group. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Thank you for yeah, it sounds like that the group and accountability has been working. And it's something that you want to do a little bit more long term, right? Because even though it's 3 months, it can be really long, but it can also be very short. And so you notice for yourself it's something that's working, and why not do it a bit longer than shorter? I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I wanted to ask, for because you're already married, right, and you have a child. I think for many men or people in general, it's um, it's either a concept or a fear, right? Like, okay, once I'm blessed, I will stop struggling, or once I'm blessed and I'm a father, then this will not be in my life anymore. And so there's this kind of belief that things will just be different, or I just need to make it until the blessing. Um, in terms of like sexual integrity is until the blessing, and after people don't think about after because that's a different territory. Or it becomes a fear. How do I deal with this? Um, if, as you said, it's like a longer journey for oneself in marriage as a parent. Can you speak a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for me, it's the ideal. It's for of course it would be to be as pure as possible and to keep this purity since the beginning. Um, of course, just before the blessing, I remember. So I made conditions. I was quite pure, I think, but I was struggling a bit. And after, of course, after it doesn't stop like that. I felt when I got blessed, and even more with being a parent, it gives strength and energy to overcome those challenges. But at the same point, can be a bit stressful sometimes. So yeah, it's not the end for sure. We have struggles, and yeah, from the beginning, even before having the child, I really felt since the beginning that the more I can overcome this problem in my lifetime, and even before having a child, felt then I can help my future children not have those kind of problem or less. I felt that way. I really wanted to overcome and being pure for them, for my wife and for my future children. And I still really feel like that. The more I can be pure, yeah, the atmosphere is better for everyone. So of course, being a husband and a father, um, it gives me more strength, more power, but still it's difficult. Um, yeah, it's a battle. So for me, it was up and downs. When I go down, it's difficult. I really feel guilty and kind of attacked. Yeah, you did it. It doesn't matter if you continue or not, or if I hear other people struggling with it, yeah, people are the same. Yeah. So a lot of judgment and bad thoughts. So it's a battle. And when you can be pure for months and you relapse, it's a bit difficult. For me, I receive a lot of help from my wife. So she did pure love in Korea. And from the beginning, she was really with no judgment, really. Yeah, I understand. I know it's a struggle with many people. And yeah, I wish we can stop, but I really felt like heavenly parent talking to me, that he knows what I'm going through and he trusts me that I'm going to continue to battle and I will overcome it. So for me, yeah, it really helps me. And the more important is this battle. It's a bit taboo. We don't talk often to this with other people because it's a bit shameful. But I think a lot of people struggle, and the more important is to battle against it and to, even if you relapse, it's okay, but to continue. And I'm sure at some point in our lives, so for me, even, so yeah, I'm married since 2010, so it's 15 years already that I'm blessed. Compared to the beginning, it's better because, yeah, for me, at least for me at the beginning, it was I really felt it was one way I was being attacked spiritually, and it was one way I could be weakened. So it was quite strong. And the years going by and wanting to improve and being in that environment of inheriting from true parents and understanding more my faith, what I want in my life, I grow and it helps me. I wish I could be pure sooner, but the reality is it's not so easy. And I think it's one of the job we have to be as a true parents, children is little by little through generation we have to overcome those problems. And I really think that in the future generation, it will be easier for them. They will receive more grace, more protection from it, a better environment, and we want to do this. So it's a process. So I think it's important. And through High Noon, I really feel this. We talk with husbands, with parents, with brothers, and we have different kind of struggles, not at the same point. Some in our group, there was one who have been pure for years, but he continue and he explained his battles also. There are different battles. If even if you don't masturbate or watch pornography, there are how you react to life, your thoughts, your dreams, etc. So yeah, and during High Noon, I felt that the heart of Heavenly Parent not judging you, loving you, and pushing you forward, not giving up on this battle. So yeah, I think that's a battle many people have. It's not so easy to talk about it, especially for me. So I'm a bit active in the community, and so when you have that kind of responsibility, you want to show the best, you want to be the best, and when you have weaknesses, it's difficult to admit it, to talk it publicly. But that's one thing important, I think. So that's one reason I wanted to do this testimony is yeah, to be true to myself and to other people, to be sincere. Yes.
Hey guys, this is a quick sponsorship for our main program, Ascend. We get to do sponsorships, right? We're a nonprofit, we don't do any advertising, but our free program, Ascend, is just for you guys and gals who want to have sexual integrity. You're tired of the porn and masturbation cycle and you want to break free from these shadows and the shame. So join us at highnoon.org to join the sexual integrity program called Ascend. We have groups, we have mentors, we have everything you need to succeed. All right, join us at highnoon.org and I'll see you on the inside.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sam. I mean, especially for choosing to share openly. As you said, it's not easy to share about it. And many people choose not to share, right? For those reasons that it's like shameful and people um, succumb to the stigma, right? That we should be a certain way, we should already be at a certain stage in life, in like at certain times, and balancing. You put it really well, I think, right? That of course we all want to have sexual integrity already all the time when we enter marriage or when we enter parenthood, and strive towards the ideal. And God always wants us to strive towards the ideal and grow and become better in that respect, aiming upwards. um, but also being able to deal with reality, right? And our shortcomings and weaknesses as they come up. And how do we do that, right? And it's really hard to do that if nobody talks about it and it stays hidden like that. So I think hearing your testimony is really empowering because it allows to put things into perspective, right? It's not an excuse for where we are at, but it's empowering in the way that there is still room for growth and a way for us to do it, and we're not alone in it. Um, and so for myself, right, as a young husband, I would still say, not a father yet, it's also temptations don't disappear, right? When I have a great relationship with my wife and we are very connected and very intimate with each other, then temptations seem smaller. And then perhaps we go through a bit of a lower phase and temptations start feeling stronger again. Not that I have to engage with them, it's just the way I perceive them or the way I feel. You mentioned it being attacked almost, or like that feeling of being attacked spiritually or being more susceptible, and going through these ups and downs and learning how to cope with them and protect ourselves, strengthen ourselves. And then there's fathers I talk to sometimes, right, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s even. And, right, other dads of friends or my own dad I've talked to where that is something they've had to work on, right? Like until quite an advanced age. And sometimes we don't know that. And it's like, oh, my parents are perfect. And but we're human and we're still working on that. Um, yeah. What do you think is there anything that has changed for you after having done this round of ascend and now going into the next round of ascend?
Yeah, definitely. Those experiences, the sharing, those realizations. Um, I know better where I want to go and how I can go there. So I really feel that to be as pure as possible, I have to be even more um, serious and more knowing how I live my daily life, how I invite Heavenly Parent in my life, and especially knowing which activities lead me to self-centered thoughts and actions. And I really want to stop doing some activities. So I was talking about video gaming. That's one I really want to reduce and even stop. And but other activities like watching video, how I spend my daily life. Yeah, this I really felt what I need to change, what I want to change, and I really feel the progress I can make, and so that's hopeful. And yeah, I think being serious about that and doing more activities for people really help also. So yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned that your wife has been very supportive, like along this journey. Um, is there any way you can see that having been in the program, like working more actively on lifestyle, right? Sexual integrity being part of it, has it impacted your marriage?
Yes, so in fact for this second quarter, my North Star goal was to have a closer relationship with my wife, be more uh, sensitive and more doing more things to for her. So yeah, and with that, of course, we wish to have a second child. But yeah, I really felt it was through this. I want to for my wife to be confident, more comfortable, and really feeling that I care for her in our daily lives, with small things, so small talking with small actions, um, and yeah, it really impacted. So I really felt that yeah, we felt closer, so our relationship improved. I think we had more talking and more opportunities to talk in the car, in the evening. We started again to watch some on Netflix, some dramas. So for us, so I work quite a lot, in fact, so it's difficult to find some time to spend some time together. But yeah, I could free some time for her, and we could have more intimate time also. And yeah, I really felt thanks to High Noons, it's not just about sexual integrity, but yeah, it has impact. We make some goal, some North Star goal, and I really felt the spiritual world working through it. So I had several experiences. Maybe we don't have so much time, but I really felt that through lessons, I felt more clear what I want to do, and I was we could give some weekly goal. And when I was doing it seriously, I really felt there were occasions and that we could um spend more time, talk more about some subjects we didn't talk for quite a long time sometimes. So yeah, definitely our relationship improved during those past months.
That's great to hear. Yeah. Do you have one example or one story of those you mentioned where things were coming together, like a weekly goal and a weekly lesson coming together with a spiritual experience or something that was connected to that?
Yeah, um, I have to, but yeah, one thing it was so recently. So we had a French gathering. Uh, so I'm not sure, but I think yeah, so we didn't plan to do it, in fact, because we were quite busy. But at some point, my wife asked, "Are we going to it?" And I said, I felt we didn't have time; it was too busy. But and I said, "Yes, in fact, yes, we can go." And so that something went really smoothly. And so during the time we were going to Paris, so we have more than 5 hours driving, so we could talk about different subjects, and some that we don't talk so much, but one it was yeah really interesting. I asked her yeah, what I should improve for her. What, or I don't remember what exactly I asked, but yeah, what I need to improve, or what you think I don't do well, something like that.
Mhm.
And yeah, she said that sometimes I don't listen to her and I do things more complicated than it could be. And she gave me some examples where she was saying something, and I was saying, no, we can do like that, or I don't know. And I really felt that, yeah, I need to listen more, to be more sensitive sometimes, to listen more to what she's saying. She said to me, if I feel like that, it sometimes mean I have this thought, but it comes from the spiritual world or something. You have to listen more to me, that I'm sensitive also, and some things I say, it's a guidance also. And I really felt that, yeah, when my wife speaks, I like to make jokes. I like to I like also to argue, just not for fun, but yet I like that kind of not being on the same page and have different opinions. But I really felt that yeah, sometimes every time she speaks, I have to be more careful. What she's saying, in fact, can be important, or Heavenly Parent can talk to me directly through her because she knows me very well. So I really felt that, yeah, this moment was guided through um, so the our couple um, purpose, life, and it was connected to high goals, and it was concrete because we could go there and I could receive clear guidance from her. So yeah, that's one example. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that. And I really like um, some things I want to highlight from what you've shared so far is that it's really about lifestyle, right? And that a high noon lifestyle or pure water lifestyle, some might call it, is about sexual integrity, but not only that, but so connected to our spiritual experience of life and spirituality being part of that. And then our habits and what we do and our way how we relate with our spouse, right? Our children, the way we do things. Um, and that they're all connected because oftentimes people separate these things a lot, maybe too much. And it's like sexual integrity is separate from our spiritual life, from our life of faith, from our family relationships, but actually they can be are very connected, and that gives it all a more holistic meaning. And hearing that through your testimony, I think is empowering. Yeah. Um, yeah, and I guess to wrap up, do you have anything else that you would like to share at the end of this testimony with people listening or somebody who is deciding whether or not they want to do Ascend?
Um, um, yeah, for me, high noon or every time, so only twice for the moment, but every brother I see and talking and from, I really feel Heavenly Parent, and yeah, I really feel this how this person is important, how Heavenly Parent loves him, and it's so beautiful to this moment of brothers talking together and really wanting to be better sons, better parents, better husbands. Yeah, in fact, it takes some courage and it's not so easy. We can have many excuses to don't do high noon, in fact. But I really think that high noon is one weapon that, really strong weapon that Satan really fear. I really feel that it's one thing that brings a lot. Of course, it depends of how you invest. So I think I really felt that also that you can just read, you can be there, but you can even invest a lot, I think. And it's really a tool that can brings you a lot. It depends of how much you want to commit into it. But yeah, I really feel that you receive a lot, and it's like a front line. I really feel that I heard many first generation talking about witnessing and fundraising. It's frontline within with God's providence and with yourself. And I really feel I know it's the same. You go in the front line, who you are, what you want to be, and you have those spiritual experiences or yeah, daily life experience where you you can improve. So you're faced with struggles. It's not always easy, but you have people to help you. So that's the perfect environment to grow and to improve and to be a better person. So anyone hearing this who never did high noon, I really encourage you to try at least once, to commit to it, to be serious about it, because I really feel that's if there's one thing w- we should really try the hardest to achieve in our life, it's sexual integrity. For second generation, I really feel that's really important to be substantially uh, as close as Heavenly Parent, and it it comes through sexual integrity. I really feel this. So for our wife, so as a couple, and for our children, if we do this, I really feel um, our children will inherit this, and it's really one big part of the legacy true parents wants to bring to this world. So never give up, uh, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you, Sam, sharing everything today. We're at the end of the testimony, everybody, and we'll see you for our next testimony.
Hey there. I hope you enjoyed that episode. As you can tell by my face, a magical experience for myself. I hope it was magical for you. I hope you got a lot out of it. Let me invite you to the Ascend program. I want to take a little bit of time just to make sure that you understand what this thing is. You see, every few months we open up registration so that people can join our porn recovery program. If you have any issues at all with porn, even, it's just once a month, I just masturbate every once in a while, this is all an opportunity for you to figure out, why do you do these things? Why is it that you run away from yourself? Why is it that you use sex as a form of escape rather than a form of connection to God? There's so much that you can learn about yourself if you prioritize the process of learning. And that's all the Ascend program seeks to do, is to help you to understand yourself at the highest possible level regarding sexuality, about your unhealthy habits and replacing those with healthy habits, so that your sexuality aligns you with God and your ideals. So please consider joining. Go to highnoon.org. It's right there at the top of our website. Register. Get yourself in the Ascend program. If you've been thinking about it, do it. If you haven't been thinking about it, do it. Just do it. Thanks so much, everybody. See you next week.